Welcome to Be Less Stupid. I'm the host, Jon Hotchkiss. Let's get right to it.
Thank you, Los Angeles! Thank you!
This week, I spent a couple of hours with about 2,000 members of the Yang Gang. No, they're not a tattooed Asian drug gang. These are the followers and supporters of tech entrepreneur and presidential candidate Andrew Yang, who gathered for an atypical political rally in Los Angeles, California.
Yes, only at a Humanity First rally will you see a giant $1,000 bill with my face on it.
The best-known tenet of Yang's political platform is that if elected president, he wants to give every adult American $1,000 a month.
What are you gonna do with your $1,000, Joe?
Whatever I want.
Something that he calls the freedom dividend.
The money's there. I have done the math. And we have plenty of money to be able to fund a $1,000 dividend for every American adult.
However, you'll get slightly less cash if when eating French toast, you cut a piece, take a bite, cut a piece, take a bite, instead of cutting it the right way, all at once, and then eating. Now, free money isn't the only thing atypical about a Yang rally. Yang of Taiwanese parents is the first Asian American to run for president.
Now, many of you already know this, but I am not a politician. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a problem solver. I've been trying to go around creating jobs around the country.
Oh, perfect! Because not a politician, really rich and job creator has worked out so great for us already. If Yang also hates Mexicans, loves Kim Jong-un and KFC, and has a supermodel wife, we may have just found our next president. Yet another distinguishing characteristic of a Yang rally is that most of his supporters are under the age of 35, and this will be their first time voting. Also, by my estimation, the crowd of nearly about 2,000 was 50% Asian. Many work in the tech sector, and I saw very few Latinos or African Americans. A Yang rally is also atypical because you know how Trump gets his crowds to chant, "Lock her up and build the wall"? Yang fires up his base by shouting about math. Let me repeat that. Yang fires up the crowd with a call and response to the word math. Up until about 2 months ago, Yang was little known outside of San Francisco.
That's right, America, they're chanting PowerPoint.
But since he's joined the race for president, he's raised nearly $2 million from donations averaging about $19. It's been said that Yang's voters will either send him $19 or use the same $19 to invest in a battery-operated artisanal beer koozie that they saw on Kickstarter. To his credit and the surprise of Democratic insiders and the media, Yang has already secured himself a spot in the first Democratic debate thanks to his volume of donations and impressive results in the latest polls. So, with all of this momentum, the question everyone is asking is, what the fuck kind of Harry Potter voodoo is Andrew Yang talking that he got this guy to put down the game controller, turn off Fortnite, put on pants, and come up from his parents' basement in Pacoima and come out to a political rally in downtown Los Angeles? Okay, actually, there are two questions. What is Andrew Yang saying online and at these rallies that is resonating with 3% of Democrats that Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren are not saying? What does Andrew Yang represent to these tech-savvy, first-time voters that Joe Biden, Pete Buttigieg, Kamala Harris, or Beto O'Rourke do not represent? Because on Tuesday, November 3rd, 2020, the Democratic Party needs every one of these sure-to-be-disappointed Yang Gang alumni to turn out and vote for whoever is the actual Democratic nominee if we're going to be 100% assured of getting rid of Donald Trump. Which, to put it in a language that the Yang Gang will understand, is our prime directive. Because let's be honest, Andrew Yang is not going to be the Democratic nominee.
And I'm the man for the job because the opposite of Donald Trump is an Asian man who likes math. That's right, Los Angeles. I'm gonna beat that guy so bad, I can't wait.
Andrew Yang has no government experience whatsoever. Plus, his plans to fight climate change include inventing a giant vacuum that will suck the carbon emissions out of the air. That is not a joke. And putting up some kind of giant umbrella that will limit the Earth's exposure to the sun. But more importantly, unless Andrew Yang plans on resurrecting Arsenio and playing saxophone on his TV show, or he is secretly a black private dick who's a sex machine to all the chicks, Andrew Yang is not going to be the choice of African-American women. I know this because there were about 2,000 people in attendance, and I'd be surprised if there were more than a half dozen African-American women at Monday's rally. And it is African-American women who are going to assure a Democratic victory in 2020. I know this because African-American women are the group of Democrats who most reliably turn out to vote for Democratic candidates. It's African-American women who flipped the House Democrat in the midterms. It's why there were rumors, even before he announced his candidacy, that Joe Biden would choose Stacey Abrams as his running mate, and why Amy Klobuchar paid the National Enquirer to say that she once made out with Oprah in the restroom at a truck stop. Look, Andrew Yang seems sincere. He seems smart. He's got a few ideas that Democrats should definitely consider.
So I want your help with me right now to spell out for the rest of the country how we are going to beat Donald Trump in 2020.
He's got a grasp on marketing to and firing up Asian and white male millennials. Let's hope that he fights hard, fights fair, and then drops out and urges his supporters to vote for whoever the Democratic nominee is. Okay, that is it for this episode of Be Less Stupid. I want to thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you'll be alerted. I don't know where it is. You'll be alerted when the next video premieres. For Be Less Stupid, I'm the host, Jon Hotchkiss. I'll see you next time.